Narcissus Vlogs number 22, I think. And today is March 11th, 2020. Hi. So, I have broken up with my girlfriend. I mean, as you can probably see from the last video, we weren't really, doing too great, but, I mean, it's complicated. It's always complicated. There's wrongs on both sides, but anyway, that's not really what I want to talk about, to be perfectly honest. What I do want to talk about, I've got this thing on my mind. Have you ever noticed that, when it comes to music, it's more how the words are delivered that invokes an emotional response than the actual words themselves. Similar to poetry, for instance. Poetry kind of does the same thing. It's where it makes that, it has that flow to where you expect on every 4 or 8 or whenever, you expect this hit, and so as a result it kind of evokes this emotional response depending on how the words are delivered, right? Because I mean, I can say I was standing atop a mountain looking over the world, and that means so much less than I was standing on top of a mountain looking over the world. And that creates such more of an emotional response, at least within me. I'm not sure about within you, but I tend to find this relatively consistent across the board. And it makes me curious as to why it invokes that emotional response in particular. Is it that you can tell that the person is feeling this emotional response, and so through reciprocity you kind of feel it as well, through empathy, I guess, or is it something in particular about the way that it sounds, something that sounds more airy? It sounds like people are straining to say it, and so I guess you feel that. I don't know. This is why I'm so curious about it. It's so many unfinished thoughts. But anyway, what's your opinion on it? I'm really curious. Let's see. What else is new? Oh, I got laid off from my job, which isn't a huge thing because I'm a part of a union. But I'm hoping that I'll get work here shortly. Geez, how long has it been since I've done one of these? A couple months? Almost 5 or 6 months, right? Dang. Anyway. I'm excited to start getting back into a artistic world. I've been missing it so much. I've been writing so much poetry now. I've been doing spray painting, and did I say writing poetry? I've been reading a lot. Well, technically I've been doing audiobooks, and I'm a sucker for a good sci-fi novel. And I started a series by James A. Corey, and I just got the first one, and then I didn't even know it was a part of an 8-book series. Oh my goodness, though. I'm actually really enjoying it. The 3rd book's a little bit of a drag so far, but I think that's just because I had such an emotional connection to the characters in book 1 and 2, that they're adding more characters in book 3 that, I mean, I just kind of don't care about, at least don't care about yet. So he's got his work cut out for him trying to make me care about him, but the overarching story is very interesting. Speaking of sci-fi books, though, if you haven't read Seven Eves or listened to it on audiobook, it is a huge dedication. It's 60 hours long on an audiobook, but I would highly recommend it. It is so cool. The first sentence is the moon blew up, essentially. And so it pulls you in, and it spans hundreds of years. From that point to the destruction of Earth, to the survivors, to the surviving colonies, to them eventually returning to Earth. It's super cool. Highly recommend it. But yeah, on a happy note, coronavirus is a huge deal. Anyway, be healthy, be happy, drink water, and follow your dreams. Keep the bar high. Stay artistic and awesome. I don't know. I'm just kind of running out the time, I guess. Anyway, thanks for taking 5 on me on this Wednesday. You guys have a safe day. Appreciate it. Bye.